All right, so you're looking for a dog trainer in the Sequim area. You're in the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to feel really confident about the choice you make for you and your dog.
You know, having a dog in Sequim is just special. With the amazing climate in the Olympic Range Chardo and all those trails, you want your dog to be able to enjoy all of it with you. And that's really where good training comes in. It helps your dog become a happy, well-behaved part of this fantastic community.
Okay, here's our plan. We've broken it down into 5 simple parts. We'll start with what makes training in Sequim a little unique, then we'll cover how to find a good trainer and pick the right format. After that, we'll go over the most important questions you should be asking, and we'll wrap up with some great local spots to practice those new skills.
So first up, dog life in Sequim. Here, training is about more than just sit and stay. It's really about helping your dog fit right into our close-knit community.
Just think about your daily life around town. You want a dog who can walk nicely on a leash through the neighborhoods, right? And stay calm at the farmer's market or during community events. You want them to greet neighbors politely without jumping all over them. And when you're out on the trails, a well-trained dog can stay focused, even if a deer suddenly crosses your path.
Okay, so how do you actually find the right person to help you get there? Let's talk about what to look for in a really good trainer.
The approach you're going to hear about most is positive reinforcement. And it's a pretty straightforward idea. You just use rewards, like a tasty treat or some praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. So instead of correcting what you don't want, you're teaching your dog what to do. This builds a much stronger, more trusting relationship between you two. You've probably seen a trainer's name with a whole string of letters after it and thought, what on earth does that mean? Well, those are professional certifications, and they're a pretty good sign of a trainer's dedication and knowledge.
Now, you don't need to memorize all this alphabet soup, but here's the main idea. Certifications like CPD-TK or KPA-CTP tell you a trainer has a solid, tested foundation in general training. If you're dealing with more serious issues like deep-seated fear or aggression, you might look for something advanced, like a CBCCK. That shows they have specialized expertise in behavior.
Let's move on to the different ways training can happen. There are a few common formats, so you can pick the one that really fits your dog's specific needs and your goals. The 2 big ones are in-home training and group classes, and they're each good for different things. In-home training is perfect for tackling problems that happen, well, at home, like your dog going bonkers when the doorbell rings or pulling on the leash in your own neighborhood. Group classes, on the other hand, are fantastic for teaching your dog to focus on you when other dogs and people are around. It's ideal for getting them ready for those busy local events. And of course, we have to talk about budget. This table gives you a general ballpark of what people in the Sequim area are paying right now. Group classes are usually the most affordable way to go. Private lessons cost a bit more for each session. And then you have board and train programs, where your dog actually stays with the trainer. Those are the most intensive and also the most expensive. Just keep in mind, these are averages. A trainer's level of experience will definitely influence the final cost. So once you have a few potential trainers in mind, it's time to ask some questions. You can think of it like a little interview just to make sure they're the right fit for you and your dog. The most important thing is to go into that first conversation prepared. You'll definitely want to ask about their training philosophy to make sure it's positive, ask about their certifications and their experience. You also want to get a really clear idea of their plan for your dog, how you'll track progress, and what the total cost will be. Seriously, don't be shy. A good trainer will be more than happy to answer everything. And this is really the bottom line. A humane, modern approach just works better. In a community as friendly and close as Sequim, using methods that help build a calm, confident dog doesn't just benefit you. It's better for your dog, and honestly, it's better for your neighbors too. All right, last section. Once you've started training, you've got to practice those skills out in the real world. So let's look at how to do that responsibly here in Sequim. Before you head out, it's always a good idea to know the local rules. In Sequim, dogs need to be on a leash that's 6 feet or shorter in all public spots. Washington state law also requires them to have a current rabies vaccination. And just as a good neighbor policy, it's smart to be mindful of excessive barking, especially in some of the quieter residential areas. The great news is Sequim has some perfect spots to practice. Carrie Blake Park is fantastic for working on leash skills with a steady stream of people walking by. If you want more of a challenge, Sequim Bay State Park is great for building focus around distractions like campers and even wildlife. And the paved paths at Railroad Bridge Park are just ideal for practicing that nice, loose leash walking and calm greetings.
At the end of the day, good training is really an investment in the life you share with your dog. A well-behaved dog can join you on so many more adventures and be a truly welcome part of the community. We hope this guide helps you find that perfect trainer so you and your dog can get out there and enjoy everything this incredible place has to offer.